Okay, today we're going to be talking about percent markup and markdown. But first we're going to do a little vocabulary activity, and this is found in your book, in your packet. If you will find these 2 pages, and you'll notice the back is empty, that's because we want you to rip these out, which I've already done with a different packet. And that way you can do this little matching activity where you cut these out and then place each vocabulary word where it goes on the situation. Okay, so I've just cut my words apart, and now I'm going to look at the situation. I think this is a fun way to think about these vocabulary words. So Kyron ate breakfast at a cafe. The total of the check was $5, but you can see he left more than $5. So why did he pay $5.75? Because he left a tip or a gratuity, which a lot of people determine their gratuity or their tip based on their total. So then it's a percentage if you do it that way. Sometimes people just leave $5 all the time, but if you base your tip on the amount of the bill, that's when it's a percentage, or a tip gratuity. Good to know both of those words. Okay, so there's that one. The next one, side of that one, Tyler bought a shirt from the 25% off rack. It normally costs $16, but here's the money he paid. So there's $12. Why did he pay $12 when it's normally $16? That's because it was a discount, also known as a markdown. I'm going to go down to the bottom of this page. Claire's aunt used a credit card to pay $40 for an outfit. 6 weeks later, the credit card company added 60 cents to her bill. Why does she now owe $40.60 for the outfit? Well, children, that's called interest. Credit card companies make you pay them a percentage of what you spend each month. That has to be paid each month. That's called interest, and it's an amount added on. Okay. Got some pretzels. Lynn bought 1 pretzel from a snack cart. So the pretzels are here, and the cashier says that will be $4.83, please. So why is it more than the $4.50 that it's listed? That's because of sales tax. Sales tax is an additional amount you pay, and it is a percentage. I believe it's 9.25 or 9.75 here. And it really depends on the county. Each county has a different sales tax. Okay, so here's the next problem. It says a car dealership paid $9,000 for a car. So that's what the dealership paid. And here is the sticker price for the customer to buy the car. So the wholesale price is $9,000 and the suggested retail price is $10,395. So why are they charging that? Because they mark it up. It is a markup. And they have to charge more than they paid in order to make money. Okay, Andre is saving money for college. He had $1,500 in his account. At the end of the year, the bank adds 3% of the balance to his account. Why does his account now have $1,545? Well, that is also called interest, which is a percentage, and that is added. But if it's your money, not money that you've borrowed from a credit card, but if it's your money, then it's a good thing. If it's money you're paying to a credit card, and you have to pay more than you borrowed, the $40 you borrowed, and you have to pay more, that's not so happy. But when the bank gives you money, interest, that is a happy thing. Moving on. Priya used this coupon to buy a game that normally cost $24.50. Why did she pay $22.05, which is less Okay, so 10% off, that's a markdown or a discount. Last question here. Diego's uncle sells computers. In addition to his wages, he gets paid 20% of the amount he sells. So you can see here's his little earnings statement. He has a wage for 40 hours at $14.75 an hour. So that's for working, the hourly wage. Then for the sales, he sold $3,000 worth of computers, and he gets 0.2 or 20% of that, which is a really good commission rate. So that means he's going to get paid an additional $600, and that is called commission. Many salespeople are paid this way. Their pay is a percentage, which means instead of being based on time, now he gets paid both ways. It's based on time, but the commission is based on a percentage of how much he sells. So the more he sells, the more he makes on the commission. It's an interesting idea. Now, the next page just has some step-by-step problems that we can work out, and it's using some of those vocabulary terms that we had a moment ago. All right, so the original cost of an item is $15. We're going to mark it up by 40%. So let's start by finding out what percent would be paid. The original cost is 100%. So if you mark it up, that's an additional amount that's to be added, meaning that you will actually be paying 140%. So on the calculator, to find the answer, the quickest way possible, I could just do 1.4 times the original. Okay, so it's going to be 1.4 times 15, and that would give me 21. I'm going to pay $21, and that makes sense because it's getting marked up from the original. It should be more. And the two expressions I could use, I'm going to use C for cost throughout. So expression 1 would be the cost plus 40% of the cost, which gives me 140% of the cost. Notice I'm saying percent, but I'm writing those percents as a decimal. Okay, next we will do original cost of $18, a markdown of 10%. So a markdown, I'm taking that away. So I'm marking down 10%. So 100% minus 10% leaves 90%. So on the calculator, the quickest way to do this is 90% of, or times 18. So 18 times 90% means I'm going to be paying 16.2. Now this is money, so is that 20 or is that 2? It's 20. 20 cents, not 2 cents. Okay, and then expression 1 is where I would do the cost minus 10%, and I could put it like that, of the cost, which leaves me with 90% of the cost. So depending on if you're marking up or marking down, you will add or subtract the percent given. I will work through a couple more of these, and then I'm going to let the rest kind of be your problem set. But I want to show you how to work through a couple more so you fully understand what is being asked of you here. Okay, this is a markdown, which means I'm going to subtract. This is 100%, so I'm going to do 100% minus 12%. which leaves 88%. That is the percent that I will pay. So the most efficient way to do this on the calculator is to find 88% of $53. 88% times $53, $46.64. That's the dollar amount I would pay. If it's being marked down, it should be less than the original. It is. So for my expressions, it would be the cost minus 12% of the cost, which is 88% of the cost. Next, we have another markdown. So I'll be subtracting. Now this is 100%. I'll be taking away 10%, which I probably should have done that mentally, but never hurts to have a little extra thinking shown. So I'll be paying 90%. The calculator, the best, easiest way, most efficient, is 90% of the original. So that means it should be a smaller number than the original. So I will be paying $424.80, not 8. My first expression will be my cost minus 10% of the cost, which is 90% of the cost. I'm going to stop there, and the rest of these I will let be the problem set that you can work on independently, and please reach out if you have any questions.